Been to the dentist today. It's been too long since I went to the dentist. Teeth feel very smooth. I went for a cleaning. So they did all the cleaning. They got a plan for me. I got to come back a few times to get a few things done. But, oh man. Never neglect your teeth. You don't think, oh, it's not that big of a deal, but actually there's a lot of health issues that can stem from just tartar and buildup. Not even if you don't even have any cavities. So, yeah, don't neglect them. I really did this past year and a half, something like that. I really hadn't been back for a checkup or a cleaning, and it's really not very good. But yeah, I got to go a few times, get some work done. So I'm going back Wednesday to get more stuff, to get stuff done. But yeah, it doesn't hurt. Okay, let me take it back. It's uncomfortable. It's not really like I've had a toothache before, and it's nothing compared to that. So I've had a root canal. I actually have a crown on this side. The toothache for the tooth is 100 times worse than the root canal. It's basically they numb you. You don't feel anything. I do hate the sound of the drill. That high pitched, yeah, that's annoying, but you don't feel anything. So yeah, root canal was here, had a crown put on that, and it hasn't had any. I've had no issues since then. I've had a lot of work done. I've had drilling, like cavities and stuff like that, and after that's done, I have everything good and clean. My health does improve. It's kind of weird. I was having some issues with some stuff, and after I had all the work done on my teeth, like everything was cleaned, for about 6 months, nothing. Like these issues went away. It's kind of personal about what they were and kind of gross. I don't want to gross anybody out, but yeah, and it was. I was like, holy cow! A lot of this actually was like bacteria in my gums from like plaque and stuff. So like really every 6 months I was going to get for my cleanings and everything. And I highly recommend, if nothing else you get from this video, don't neglect your teeth. Brush. Doesn't take long. I don't brush like I should, I know, but I am going to be starting now. And Adrian, we're trying to get him on a habit of brushing twice a day. Like when he wakes up and before he goes to bed, we always brush his teeth. And we're trying to make an experience to where it's not a horrible experience. So, yeah, start young, keep doing it out your entire life. This week is going to be busy. Just the first 3 days, today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. Dentist today, tomorrow, my son has a doctor's appointment. It's just his 2-year checkup. And Wednesday, have another dentist appointment. Oh man. I'm tired just thinking about it. But yeah. One thing. Like I said earlier, don't neglect your teeth. Go to the dentist and everything. If you do neglect your teeth, and it's been many, many years since you went to the dentist, I've done that too. Where I grew up, we had a well for our water, and so there's no fluoride or anything like that while I was growing up in the water, and because of that, my teeth are what did the dentist say? More prone to cavities than most people's. So that's one thing. I mean, it's not like an excuse or anything I'm trying to use. I really didn't brush enough. And also the area I come from, it's not something everybody does. I think there was maybe 1 or 2 dentists in the entire community that I grew up in. So most people in my entire community of the previous generations had dentures. Most of them, very few of them, had their own teeth. And actually, I've heard of people trying to get dentists to pull perfectly fine teeth so they could just get dentures, because that's how common it was. Like a dentist, like when I was younger, I think I cracked a tooth or something, and I had to do something on it. And the dentist, this is back where I'm originally from, the dentist told me that somebody brought their daughter in to have her teeth pulled so that she could get dentures as a wedding present to the husband, so he wouldn't have to pay for it later. And he was like, I refused to do it, and the guy was mad. I mean, he said the girl was like 19 years old, 20 years old, and she was just going to let him take all her teeth out because that's what she expected, that she was going to have dentures one day. And very, very odd way of thinking. But yeah, I'm trying to now. I'm brushing twice a day. Well, I wish I was brushing twice a day. I'm brushing at least once every day. Twice, probably 5 days a week. Like some days I forget to brush once. Generally, that's the days that Adrian wakes up really early, and the day's kind of hectic. Flossing, I really need to get to flossing. I've never really done that. And today they told me to do the dry brushing, because like in the middle of the day you just use warm water, you don't use toothpaste, and you just brush it over your teeth and gums really gently. And I was like, okay, I never thought about that, but I'm going to try to start doing that. It's just right now I never want to have dentures. I've seen a lot of people have them, and I've known that they are a pain in the butt. But yeah, means I got a lot more work to do and a lot more brushing to do. Something I picked up today. I went to Half Price Books, and I think somebody had went to Comic-Con, or maybe E3. Maybe that's where they got most of this stuff. But they just had this little grab bag, kind of like Geek Goodness, wrote on it. It was like $2. And I was like, okay, it had some buttons in it and stuff like that. I was like, okay, I'll get that. But there's something in it that I just want to kind of to show everybody, because I thought it was really cool. I'll put this in my recent pickups video also. But this is actually something I thought about buying off eBay, because when I went to the last year I was at Comic-Con, I believe in 2013, 2014, I'm not sure which year, was the year of Luigi. It's like the 30th year of him. And I actually signed the Year of Luigi book. Like, they was taken around to all the conferences and stuff like that. And depending on what you did, like each time you went there to play different games or something like that, different events, you got something different. I've got a bunch of the Year of Luigi buttons that I got from Comic-Con. But I always wanted to get the Year of Luigi coin. But you had to do each day is something different you did to get that. And they always ran out very, very quickly. Well, today, in that grab bag, there was a Year of Luigi coin. I thought that was really cool. I was like, holy cow. I don't know if the person went to E3 or Comic-Con. I believe it's Comic-Con, because the stuff they had is the things I saw they gave away at Comic-Con. But, they also probably gave the same exact things away at E3 that year. But whoever you are that traded the stuff in, I know that these things are going for a little expensive on eBay, but they had it for $2, and I was like, guess just worth it for this one little coin here. That's kind of cool.